I've only been to one surprise party in my life, but I'll never forget it. It was for Grandma Nyland's 100th birthday. She was from a whaling village in the old country, so we kind of made that the theme of the party. We all dressed as Vikings with helmets and spears. We all crowded into her little room up over the barn. And she walked in, lit a candle. We yelled, "Surprise!" She dropped dead right there.
Our guest today is a little bit of a rock star in the confectionery world.
No kidding. She can shake it, break it, and sprinkle it, child.
Please welcome Florence Dusty from Dusty's Old Time Bakery. Hi, Florence.
Thank you for having me.
Florence, what delicious treat are you going to share with us today?
Well, a lot of people like my pumpkin pie, and of course my carrot cake is obviously legendary. But if there's one thing I'm known for, it's my muffin.
Get a whiff of that.
Ugh. Pretty intense, right?
I can't wait to taste your muffin.
Someone was actually able to deceive me once. Do tell, Rose. St. Olaf's most famous OBMAG.
What's that?
Obstetrician magician, the amazing Shapiro. He delivered Bridget. But it was so confusing. It's a girl. Now it's a dove. Now it's a glass of milk. I don't know how he got her in that deck of cards. But there she was right after the King of Hearts. Is this your baby?
I think we both assumed, and I think wrongfully, that a baker of your generation might tend towards a more dry or crusty muffin.
Well, that's true. Many bakers from my era have dry or even yeasty muffins. All our children were conceived on special St. Olaf holidays. Then there was the Day of the Wheat when everybody came to town dressed as sandwiches. Charlie and I forgot to put cheese between us, and before I knew it, there was Kirsten.
Florence, there's a tangy taste in this muffin. Is that a cherry?
Oh, no, my muffin hasn't had a cherry since 1939.
You can call me Enrique.
No, I don't think I can. You don't realize how much you care for a man until you see him streaking toward the earth trying to grab a bird.
Your muffin just squirted in my mouth.
It happens.
I guess I'm eating it the right way.
Yeah, go to town. It's called Genurkenflöten cake. Spelled Flugenochen.
What?
Spelled Flugenochen. It's Scandinavian for someone who ducks his boat in a handicapped slip. Let me be your Wiedenflügen. Be my Wiedenflügen. Flügen. Yes, but I'm not one to blow my own Wiedenflügen. I think she's a Gurkanachen.
Well, what exactly does that mean?
Literally, it's the precise moment when dog do turns white. But in general, it refers to the kind of person you don't want to share your Hugenkoggles with. You know, girls, when I was younger, I was so concerned with how my muffin looked. But as I got older, I started to think, to heck with it. This is my muffin, and I don't care how it looks. I'm just gonna let it all hang out.
That's really progressive.
You go, sister.
You know what he has under that trench coat?
A wrench?
That's what Mother called it. It's all because of my high school history teacher, Mr. Stickelmeyer. He was a Nazi.
Oh, come on. Rose, a lot of students don't like their teachers, but you don't...
No, I mean it. He was part of a nefarious plot by the Germans to teach misinformation so America's youth would be really stupid when the Germans invaded. St. Olaf was the first town chosen for their experiment. That's right, child. I'm Florence Dusty. I'm 88 and a half years old, and I'm proud to unveil my giant Dusty muffin.
That's gorgeous. Look at that. Look at that.
Timeless.
Really, it's
A lot went into that.
a whole lot of business.
Well, ladies, as I used to say to my loving husband, Irving, of 55 years, what are you waiting for, stupid? Eat it.
Girls will take their money. Do you know what he thinks we are? Waitresses?
Wait a minute. Have you and Miles been baking together?
Rose, I would never do that to you, I swear.
Good. Because if I ever caught Miles with another woman in my kitchen, Of course, the only crime in St. Olaf was that more people didn't practice better oral hygiene. So most of the time they just sat around the jailhouse and took pictures of each other behind the bars in goofy poses. I don't know whether to paint old Silver, the horse who brought the news to St. Olaf that the British had no intention of coming, or old Brisker, the horse who, because of a printing error on the ballot slips, was elected water commissioner for 6 months.
Rose, do you have any idea how weird you are?
And Agnes said you were a lot of hot air, and you said she was just jealous because she wasn't getting any? And I said, getting any what? And you said rice pudding, Rose?
God bless. Good times.
God bless you.
Well, thank you so much, Florence. And to our listeners, don't worry, we'll be sure to post some really sweet muffin shots online later.
Good times.
That's all for Delicious Dish. Join us next week when we'll be talking about pork buns.
Not a fan.
Rose, it's not that funny.
I know. I think I better keep the lid on this paint thinner. Forgive me. It wasn't my fault. My cousins have been marrying each other for generations. I'm so